Hello everyone, I just got back from the midnight screening of The Dark Knight Rises. It is almost 4 a.m. right now. Getting out of that parking lot was a total mess to get through. And actually, I had seen opening nights before, but I had never seen one quite like this. Lines stretched out all the way across the mall at this particular theater. It was just amazing. I had never seen that before, and neither had I seen an entire movie theater where they had every single theater in the building playing one single film. I had never seen that before, and I'm repeating myself at this point, but wow, quite the event. And I was hardly the only person in character there. There was a couple other Jokers there, Danny DeVito Penguin, the Scarecrow, the Riddler. So, yeah, quite a cast there. And only one Batman, which was kind of a shock. I thought they'd see more of him than anything else. So, yes, let's talk about the movie itself. First of all, I was actually watching the whole movie like this. Got a little bit too late in there to see the movie from any more, better seats out there. Excuse me. So, yes, but despite my looking at the movie like this in its entirety, that does not stop me from saying that this movie is awesome. Yes! There are those who are going to have varying opinions about it. You might say that The Dark Knight was better, and so good, in fact, that the sequel can't help but be worse in some fashion. This movie, I will say, is better than The Dark Knight. Yes. Let's see. There's always some element of the Christopher Nolan Batman movies that surprises me. The first movie, I had no idea who Christopher Nolan was. I had no idea who Christian Bale was. Everything about Batman Begins was going to make me think that the movie was going to suck. It ended up being awesome. The Dark Knight. I have faith in what Batman Begins gave us, but Heath Ledger as the Joker? I don't know where that's going to go. And it was amazing. Yes, Dark Knight, totally awesome. Blew me away. This movie, the only kind of thing I was kind of up in the air about was Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. And 2 minutes into her character's introduction, she backflips out of a window. Holy crap, she's great. Everyone else in the cast, spot on. By the way, the plot for this movie is Bane tries to follow up where Ra's al Ghul failed. That's all that I'm saying about it, because I want to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. But Bane, he is the only one thing I will complain about this movie. Not because he was written badly or anything, but mainly just his voice. There were points where I couldn't understand what he was saying because of that rebreather over his face. I forget exactly what the purpose of that was, just to control his adrenaline or something? I don't know. I'll have to watch the movie again later to get the exact details of what was going on with that. Yeah, why they didn't just go for the full Mexican wrestling mask like he is in the comics, I don't know. But, yeah, either I couldn't hear what he was saying, or when I could hear what he was saying, he sounded too much like George Sanders' Mr. Freeze from the old Batman show, which was kind of a weird place to go with that one. Speaking of the 60s, I did find it very interesting how Catwoman was donning a very 60s look in this ultra-modern, ultra-realistic Batman universe. You take something silly like the 60s Catwoman, and you take her and put her into what is essentially the same look, but something somehow more tactical. How does that work? I don't know, but this movie did it. Also, about Bane. Yeah, spoiler alert, of course. He has to break Batman's back over his knee, just like it was in the comics. But...
Really?
Yes, really. But the one thing that was better in this movie than in the comics, in the original Nightfall storyline, he actually threw all of Arkham Asylum at Batman to wear him down. And then he does his business. Here, he just does it by itself. He's that big of a badass. But, yes, those are the only two things I'm saying about this movie plot-wise. Otherwise, I recommend it. Go see it right now. Turn this video off and go to your nearest theater and watch it. You will not be disappointed. See you later.